Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
Tries a shot!
Oh, I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
Header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. A move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He could... Big chance! And it's a goal! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Wigan trail at this early stage. How will they respond? It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. He's got options out wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Çalhanoğlu. Chance to shoot. Can he... and the shot! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. Çalhanoğlu duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Ball's gone out of play. Çalhanoğlu tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Going for goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And he just whacks it away. Brings it forward. He's left his man. Referee has just said play on. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. It's got through to him. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And they've been caught out here. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Çalhanoğlu already, of course, on the score sheet. Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Wigan are trailing here with the first half almost done. He's had a look. Wigan have a free kick. Sommer has been sent off.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Wigan with the chance now to pull one back. He's gone direct. And that is quite wonderful! A finish of true class! Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Wigan get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Fabian Ruiz, whistle's gone, that's a foul. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Lightning just might strike again here.
Hoists it forward. Hakimi. Zielinski. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that...
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
And here's Dembele. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Forward it goes. Martinez. Now the counter.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right,
the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Just brushed off the ball there. Hernandez. Hakimi. And here's Dembele. Wigan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Martinez. Looking to get within range. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Hakimi.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the...
And the finish! It's there! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
This has become one superb game of football.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Martinez. Zielinski. Fabian Ruiz gets it back. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hakimi. And it's played forward. And he's straight offside. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Çalhanoğlu, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Well, has he done enough since his goal? Is the feeling that he's lost his appetite for another? It's difficult to be sure exactly what the thinking is, but his race is certainly run now.
Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz plays it out to the flank. Gets away from his opponent. Cut out in the nick of time. Zielinski drives it forward. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Oh, the ball's come loose! Room for a shot.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And the through ball is intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's... Oh, shooting chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Out to the left it goes, and help's available out wide. Cleared without complication.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could...
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Chance! Big chance! And somehow he managed to miss it. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Battles to win it back. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Gnabry. It's Kane! Goal! There is the breakthrough! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
So, a breakthrough already. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Hakimi cuts it out. Gnabry. That's Dembele. And he's cut it out.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Right through the middle. Gnabry unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's on a plate, and he has been fouled there. Looking to pull clear here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Kane! He went for the curler. Tries to get it forward quickly. Fabian Ruiz. Hardly anything between the sides. And the score is what? Has a pop! They've done it!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a bullet was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Goes for goal! Dashing forward at pace. Fabian Ruiz. Could be a chance here.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Gnabry. That's a promising ball. It has gone through to him. Shot at goal! He has done it! And again they hit the front. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
So we have a breakthrough. Now Howell has a hit! Oh, the ball's come loose! Wigan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Defending of the desperate variety. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from the forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Marquinhos did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Hits one! Goal!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal. It just
has a pop! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. It's played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. No changes at the interval from either side. Fabian Ruiz. It's a brilliant interception. Kimmich goes looking. He's off on a marauding run. He's gone for it! It's broken. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Has a goal! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Gnabry going for goal! And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Referee's given a throw. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
He's being closely tested here. Gnabry. And here's Dembele. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Shoots! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Fabian Ruiz with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Back to the keeper and try something new. Neuer sends that a long way. Gets his foot in there. He's through the middle, looking to break out here, and he's big chance. Kane! It's anyone, and the follow-up! He scores! It's level again! What a match we have! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
That's just great play, Peter. A textbook example for any wannabe footballers out there on positioning and movement.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
Chance! That's a half-decent try.
Oh, it's a very good effort. There wasn't much wrong with that at all. We're talking fine margins now.
Hoists it forward. And that's been won straight back. Wigan go in search of their winner. Kimmich. Defenders on the back foot. Done very well to intervene. He's in space and looking for options. And it's played forward.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Lee Kang-in. Here it is now, surely.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's got through. Dembele. They've been given a corner. And that has been cleared. Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Tries to get it clear.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. It's the through ball. Oh, surely! That's good defending, very good defending. Has a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! That's It's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was...
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Oh, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere.
Real chance! There it is! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pasta to pick him out.
Madrid trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Rudiger. Madrid are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, the task is obviously a lot tougher, and they can't afford to waste time feeling sorry for themselves. The correct response is greater focus and work rate now, and especially avoiding another goal.
So who's he picking out? Cleared away. Battles to win it back. Hoists it forward. Gets the better of his man. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Forward it goes. Gets into some space. That intervention was very necessary. Vinicius Junior. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Plays it out to the wing. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Rudiger. Alaba. Ceballos. Mbappe. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Mohamed Salah not easily shrugged off the ball. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. He's got away. Plenty waiting in the middle. A really good feat. And he's there to cut it out. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Madrid just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
The half-time whistle goes. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Madrid don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back.
Goes for goal! And in it goes! Two to the good! They have breathing space! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
So that's... He's gone for it! They've His urge to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant set-up and finish.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Isak. A real chance to break. Rudiger plays it forward. Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Isak with a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Tries to get it forward quickly. He's had a shot! In it goes! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
And it's played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Liverpool are making a change now. Dinks one in. Timely intervention. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's in! Has a pop! Tries to get it clear. Mbappe. Looks to clip it forward. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Jones. Out to the left it goes. Isak. Cuts it out. Oh, they could break here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Liverpool making another change here. Just brushed off the ball there. Over to the left. They've won a corner. Liverpool making consecutive changes here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
What a throw in. Ceballos. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Forward it goes. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Hoists it forward. Gets away from his opponent. And that's it. Madrid huffed and puffed, but in the end, no joy. That's the game. The result is what matters, and this result is cruel. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Madrid never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't really adjust to it at all.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful, perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well, no doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter.
Has a hit! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And he's there to clear it. Finds himself eased off the ball. Rice with a long pass. Gets away from his opponent. He's gone for it! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Mbappe cuts it out. Rice. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Rice. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Mbappe. There's the through ball. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Rice. It is deadlocked. Valverde. Madrid have it back and they can go again. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looking to get within range. This could fall anywhere. And they've been caught out here. Can he deliver? And it's hoisted clear. And the counter is on. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive pressing in place here.
Keeps everyone guessing. Plenty waiting in the middle. Gets it back. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Tries to dink it in. Gets the better of his man. Goes for it! Oh, that is rather wayward.
All he'd be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. That's good defending, very good defending. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Battles to win it back. Nicely measured pass. He's on his way. Vinicius Junior! He's delivered all right! And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
It's a great ball. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Courtois catches it safely. Chance to break. There's the whistle for half-time. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. But there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Oh, Peter, there really hasn't been an awful lot to separate the two sides. One goal scored from a breakaway, and that's it. So I'm expecting the second half to start in this manner too, and this is by no means decisive.
And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Header! And it's Rudiger. And the weighted pass. And he's cut it out. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe.
Mbappe really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Going through. Valverde. He's made sure that that won't get through. Vinicius Junior.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
He's had a look. Mbappe! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that has put paid to that. Vinicius Junior. Foot in. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Loose. Mbappe. Mbappe, he's onside. Decent looking ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's got options out wide. It's anyone's ball.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Saka is onto it and can take it up. Striding forward, facing goal. changes here, from both sides, in fact. Towering header! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and the score is 1-0. Ceballos.
Madrid are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
And now the breakaway. He spotted the run and played him through.
Madrid are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
That intervention was very necessary.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
He's in! Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And this is the big chance.
The keeper is trying to organise his defence here. He knows this could be pivotal.
And he's going direct. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in... He's had a goal! He's delivered all right!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
So, hits one! It's anyone's ball. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Lewandowski sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Towering header! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Kimmich. And here's Kane. Has he picked him out? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Tries to get it forward quickly. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Turns and goes back. Can he dig out a shot? Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. And it's Kane. Kimmich. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. There will be a throw-in. Goretzka. Kimmich. Forward it goes. It's a brilliant interception. And this is Lewandowski. He's got the ball, he's got the space, going for goal! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? And he's cut it out. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And here's Lewandowski. Oh, that is lovely footwork. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Kimmich. Kane. How about a shot? More than happy to take the muscular approach. Hoists it forward, dashing forward at pace. Gets away from his opponent. Lewandowski. And here's Lewandowski. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Gets the better of his man. It could be, goes for goal! And the ball's come out. And that'll be the last act of the first half. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And so we're off again. And here's Lewandowski. He's got it, and he's got time. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Cleared without complication. Striding forward, facing goal. Lewandowski has a goal! And it's a goal!
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again, but while it doesn't necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half.
A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, poor defending or not, that was a clinical finish. Both the movement and the execution were top drawer.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
And it's played forward. It's got through and plays it out to the flank. Gnabry with a fine tackle. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Gnabry.
Barcelona have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Kane. Lewandowski. Oh, real danger here. Kimmich. Lobs it in gently. Right through the middle. That into it. Goes for goal! Kimmich. Just brushed off the ball there. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski has got himself a free kick. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's trying the shot. It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Barcelona take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Hoists it forward. And here's Lewandowski. That's sprayed out wide. Good take, and he's had a look. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Good idea, just poorly executed. Oh, he's found him in space. Has a hit! Oh, surely! And that has been clubbed away. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's a loose ball. And he's made sure that that won't get through. And here's Lewandowski. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Gnabry. Kimmich. Forward it goes. He gets past his man. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's got through. Has a goal! Decent enough try.
Lewandowski certainly could have and should have made more of that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Kane can't get the better of his opposite number. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, memorable for its fluctuation in fortunes and astonishing turnaround. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
All that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely goes for goal! It's in!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
I doubt. Knocks it away. Goes for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Forward it goes.
Foden. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Has a hit! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Well, it could have been and probably should have been a different choice of finish. There was lower space to hit.
Now it's Kane. Oh, well intercepted. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Foden plays it towards the front. That's offside. Yes, it is. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. To get it forward quickly. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Cut out in the nick of time. And it's played forward. Has he picked him out? Ake does well there, alert. Kovacic. Hoists it forward. It's a loose ball. Done very well to intervene. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Kovacic. He's got the ball, he's got the space. There's a long ball. It's a decent ball. Oh, that is ask. Has a hit! He has done it!
It's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Oh, shooting chance! Back of the net! And the comeback is complete! Jim, your thoughts?
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well,
And the shot! He's managed to get himself offside. He's played him through. Tries a shot! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And that's been levered clear. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And now the breakaway. He's left his man. Header! Oh, taken with style. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Kimmich. 2 minutes to be added on. He's through the middle. Gets away from his opponent. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Already up and running for the second half. He gets past his man. Tries to get it clear. His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. So now the difference is 3. Rodri. And it's Kovacic. Good take, and he's had a look. Well positioned to make that interception. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Now it's Kane. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Gets it back. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
He's gone for it! He's scored!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Time for changes on both sides, actually. Manchester give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Now a chance to break. Bernardo Silva. Phillips. And that's been won straight back. A chance! Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Now it's Kane. Looks to thread it through. He'll hit it! He's pulled off a fine save!
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Bernardo Silva. It's a brilliant interception. Oh, good interception. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Goretzka plays it out to the wing. Now it's Kane. Kane, and he's cut it out. Breaks on here. Now it's Kane. Gets whistled off the ball.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And this is Bernardo Silva. Shoots! It's there! That's no fluke. It's what he was there for.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Manchester get them. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Little doubt, that is a foul. Okay. Played back in. Oh, good take in a good area. Bernardo has a pop! Goretzka with the clearance. And he's there to hoof it away. Throw in. Davis goes upfield. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Danger averted for now. Gonzalez. Manchester have to get it into the box and quickly. Back into the middle. Tries to stroke it. He's had a goal! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, as test goal, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. The referee has seen enough. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Look, a win's a win. Sometimes it's not as you'd like, but you have
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue. Quite a sight to behold. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And already we're underway here. Jim, which player has a goal! And he's there to hoof it away. And it's played forward. Now, and the finish! And he's there to cut it out. Forward it goes. Kane. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Right through the middle. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Tries a shot! It's got through to him. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Kimmich. Goretzka. And here's Kane. Intervention was very necessary. You can get that clear. Good ball, it's found its target. Played out to the right. Crosses it in. No, that's overhit. Goretzka. Goretzka. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. Kimmich goes looking. Goretzka. And help's available out wide. Time to deliver. And he's there to clear it. Defenders on the back foot. And that has been cleared. It's come loose. Done very well to intervene. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Oh, shooting chance! And it's Kane. He's through. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance! Goalkeeper's ball. He has a hit! He's scored!
Well, that's what the top players do. The ability to seize the initiative at crucial times in the game. And now this second half has a completely different outlook.
A 1-0 lead established.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Chelsea are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Oh, really good feet from him. Oh, smart save.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Could move up a gear here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Goretzka, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking...
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Chelsea are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Time and again they are repelled.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And that has been clubbed away. This could spell danger. And a shot! Cleared away. Tries to get it forward quickly. Played back in. Looking, it's Kane!
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Two high-profile, high-calibre teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Goretzka goes long. And that is as far as they're going to go. Kane. Ball swung in. Keeper has beaten it away. That's a throw. Goretzka, great challenge, time to perfection. So that's going to be another corner. Corner. Any better luck this time round? And he's there to clear it. Goes to finish! Hoists it forward. Mbappe. A real chance to break.
I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's come loose. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Kane. Kane has been caught there, it's a foul. And it's Goretzka. Rudiger attempts a clearance. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Has he picked him out? Shot at goal! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Davis drives it forward. And he's cut it out. Mbappe has a shot! Clearance and very necessary. No attempt, just the wrong outcome. Kane. It's on a plate. Now it's Kane. Done very well to intervene. Mbappe. This has gone, that's a foul. Positions himself well and cuts it out. And that has put paid to that. Forward it goes. Vinicius Junior gets away from his opponents. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Strong punch. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Looks to clip it forward. He spotted the run and played him through. The first 45 minutes are up. And here we are, off they go for half-time. They did indeed come in the first half. There has only been that one goal. This is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but
Mbappe has a shot! It's in! They are right back in business. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. That has certainly made things interesting.
look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Alaba gets it back. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior has a goal! Superb goal!
Well, that's what the top players do. The ability to seize the initiative at crucial times in the game. And now this second half has a completely different outlook.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the plate.
Mbappe concedes a free kick for that. He's had that, goes for goal! It's a fabulous position. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Vinicius Junior plays it forward. A chance! Loose ball, who's going to get there?
Madrid made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break?
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Tries to get it forward quickly.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Now it's Goretzka. Alaba. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior goes pelting down that left-hand side. There's the through ball. Kane. Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Goretzka goes looking. Now it's Kane. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Goretzka. Now a chance to break. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
What? Has a hit!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Forward it goes. Davis battles to win it back. It's a loose ball. Oh, he's in! Has a pop! And yes, it's there! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Lovely goal. Perfect poise to set himself for the strike. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So the lead now is 2. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Ball's out on the left now. Gets wrestled off the ball. Great leap! Oh, the ball's come loose. Kane in once more. And he just whacks it away. And now they can launch a counter. Mbappe. And he's there to cut it out. Neuer can hoist it clear. Guerrero. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Kane is flagged offside. Alaba. Alaba drives it forward. Kimmich. Ceballos. Mbappe. And time is up. Quite a game, memorable for its fluctuation in fortunes and astonishing turnaround. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.